Let's see if the reboot. I'm live. I am live. I am live. I am live. Let me see if I'm going over here. Yeah, I can see myself moving. A little bit of a delay. It's working, babe. It's working. It's working. It's working. So I did it. So I figured that part out. So that's cool. So the real question is, if I go to another, if I start another live, do I have to paste the new feed in here? Let's see, what is this right here? That's my share button. Let's close that. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, this is a test. So check this out. This is what's going on if you're actually on this page on this YouTube channel. I very well doubt it because this is the first time here. But so what I've been working on, and it's the reason I got a funky green wall behind me. It's actually a green screen when it's green screening, is to be able to take and do a YouTube live into a web page like this one. So you can see this is actually a web page that I built, and I'm actually streaming me right into this web page right here. So you can see me looking at you, looking at me, looking at you, right? So this is here. And one of the reasons I did this is because I wanted to be able to, if you had a static, let me turn the volume down on this because I'm getting some echo over here. One of the reasons I wanted to do this was to be able to give a format, say, for example, like my Auto Sales Pro guide. So you have your main landing page, you have your thank you page, and of course, you've got a link across the bottom that says, catch me live every day or every Monday, whenever you want to do your live, totally up to you, right? So you can click on the button and you would go in and maybe do a how-to demo on how to pair up a phone or some type of walkthrough on maybe one of your new products, right? Because again, you want to brand yourself as an automobile sales professional. You're my auto sales pro. When somebody says my auto sales pro is John, Fred, Forrest, Susan, whatever, whatever your name is, you're their auto sales pro, regardless of what car you're selling, what brand you're selling, what model you're selling. You're the auto sales pro. So as you grow through this, the whole goal is to get referrals, right? So as you walk through, we talked about the My Auto Sales Pro page. We're going to send that as a thank you page. You're going to have your own link, a custom link to be, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. For example, here, when we set all this stuff up, we get you going, but you could have your own URL. So, John Smith, Fred Smith, ForrestKnight.com, whatever would point to your My Auto Sales Pro thank you page. And on a thank you page, you have a link down along with the other links that would then go to your lives that you could do on a duplicate page. So what we do over here at My Auto Sales Pro is we duplicate that page and make it your live page, right? So you'd have your own special link just for that page. If you just wanted to share that page with somebody, you could share that page with someone to do your live. Say, hey, I'm going live today, and you could actually send them the link to that page. So it'd be your custom URL with live in front. So like, for example, this live here is live.myautosalespro.com, goes to my actual live page where this is actually streaming, which is this page right here, right? So as I'm streaming through here, I could be talking about whatever type of content I want to talk about. Maybe, how to install anything from installing a tow hitch, anything you'll possibly talk about on a vehicle. It could be trucks, cars, whatever that you want to talk about in terms of highlighting. You could have your, maybe you could even do a live where you had one of the service techs come on and they show them how to use these new funky inflator kits or how to change a tire. Some basic stuff. I know a lot of the newer cars have auxiliary batteries. So how to access the auxiliary battery and why it's important to make sure this stays charged up. Because I know in my Mercedes, when it crapped out, my car just went all funky and I had to replace it. It was a little bit expensive, but I had to replace that auxiliary battery in my vehicle, which was fine because it runs all the auxiliary stuff, all the extra cameras and lane keeping and all that kind of fun stuff. So it keeps all that stuff going along with my main battery. So show somebody where that is, how to access it, what it means, how to power it up. I know with a lot of the new vehicles, they have all this driver attention stuff, and how that works and why it works and how to do. I mean, you could do 1,000 videos on one brand model, but again, you're branding yourself as an automobile sales professional. So it doesn't matter which model you stick to, whether you're selling, Genesis or Mercedes or Lexus or Infiniti or whatever it is you're selling, you're going to be branded as the auto sales pro for that particular brand at the time. And then when you move, you don't ever have to change anything. You just literally can switch to a new module. You can send out a text to all of your clients because you keep all of them in your database saying, hey, just want to let you know I've got some really cool new models on board. And you start talking about the new models, right? They don't, and if they don't want to buy your new brand, say you move from Honda to Hyundai, or you move from Hyundai to Mercedes, or move from Mercedes to Lexus, or you move from Lexus to Ford, if they're going to buy a Ford, great. If they're not, great. You just keep moving on, and you can ask them for referrals. Maybe they're just a dedicated, committed person that's always going to buy Hyundais. Great. They might need a truck someday. If you're over at Ford selling Ford trucks, they might need a truck. Who knows, right? So you want to keep them up to date. You want to keep that database. But if you are someone that is entrenched, you decide you're going to be the Mercedes brand, and you're going to commit to Mercedes, and that's where you want to plant your flag. That's what you want to do, or you want to plant your flag in Lexus or Infiniti or whatever brand, that you want to plant your, maybe in Genesis, since it's up and coming and it's starting to get going, especially with the new Tiger Woods deal in the GV80, and they've got the new GV70, and they've got all these other cool automobiles coming out. They're going to be a standalone competitor against, really going to start to compete against Infiniti and Lexus and those guys for the entry-level SUVs, entry-level luxury SUV or models, I guess, if you want to put them that way. So working on this one to see how it works. So I'm going to improve on it. I want to make it very, very easy for my auto sales pros guys, my auto sales pro peoples, peeps, guys and females, male, whatever y'all out there, to make it really easy for you to generate an income and provide tons and tons of value. And we know that the more value that we provide, the more referrals we're going to get, the more people are going to want to do business for us, do business with us, because they know that we're here to actually take care of them, not just make them money, kick them out the door and get the next one. That we want to really take care of them, that we really have their best interest in hand, and that we are automobile sales professionals. Forrest out in St. Louis, really appreciate you. Hopefully we can get this up and running. I think it's going to be a lot of fun once I fine tune this part of this aspect. I think we'll really be digging on it. If you have any questions, just comment below or shoot me a text at 314-498-7688. Let me know who you are, because if you just straight cold call me, I probably won't answer, but send me a text first, introduce yourself, and let me know who you are, why you're calling. I'll call you back or answer your question through text. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.